What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Bay Area BFS. Today I'm out here doing BFS fishing. I know you guys have been anxiously awaiting while I've been getting in some trolling action in, but today I'm out here in Fremont. Gonna hit some of the local ponds here. Just came out to just looked at the water. Water looks pretty clear. So now it's time to game plan what we got going on. I'm going to be taking 3 rods with me today. One of them is my old 18 buoyancy with the Shimano Aldebaran 22 reel. This right here is my most expensive setup, and it's playing hard to get. I still haven't caught a fish on this. So today, I'm hoping to hook into one here. And I'm going to go with probably the a white chatterbait. That's been pretty good for me lately, so we're going to throw that on here and see what we can get into. I also got here the Surinoya Dexterity, and with the Haibo Arise Air BFS reel. This right here is the new reel that just came out. We already caught one on the last video, and now we're gonna come out here and try again. Not sure what I'm going to throw on this yet. Probably going to throw on a scrounger jig like that, and I'm thinking probably going with a Yamamoto Zako. Either that, or I'm going to go with the Ned Riggs Z-Man Ned with a green pumpkin, black and blue, because the water seems pretty clear. I'm also may throw the countdown, the Rapala countdown on there. And then last but not least, gonna bring out the Dobyns Sierra Ultra Finesse with the Acura, Solo King Acura HICC 50 reel. Right now I got the chatterbait on here, but I'm probably gonna throw a swim jig, a different swim jig on this, because this chatterbait's going to go onto the other rod. But we'll see what we got. I'm also taking out the some mule donkey tails, some Z-Man baby goats and green pumpkin, and yeah, this is what I'm thinking we're going to throw on here. One of these bad boys with the little tail on it. But anyways, we'll see how we do. I'll throw you on the chest, and we'll get out there and see what action we can get. All right, this coat looks pretty good. No fishing beyond this point. Let's see. Yeah, we got a little bit of shoreline access over here. Oh no, this looks promising, guys. Looks like the water gets deep pretty quick. First cast. Yeah, right Let's see, are they not here or did they not like the white color? Let's find out. Bring the other setups down a little closer. I think we're gonna go jerk bait. Alright, so we got the Haibo Arise again right here. And this time I got it on the ultralight rod. Last time I had it on the Queen Teton. This time it's on the Surinoya Dexterity. I still have it on the induction brake on setting 1. Yep, and I will probably, let's just go ahead and bump it up to 2. Alright, so let's see. We're on 1. Make it to 2. So my understanding is that's just going to bring the induction cup a little closer to the magnets for the braking. Locked in. Oops, that's not good. So I'm not really a fan of this side plate system that Haibo's using here. Oh boy. I'm gonna take that out. Wow, who would have thought that just Alright, this is a cluster now. Let's set this down. Well, I guess this rod is rendered useless today. Alright, so we're ready to pre-rig this, guys. See what we got here. I'm gonna go with the more neutral color here. You know, guys, I'm just not a fan of this Varivis line. I think that's the end of that one. This'll do. That's giving up some good flash. I think we'll try it here for a little bit. Oh yeah, there we go. Fish on. Oh, he got off. All right, well, we know what they're hitting. We know they like that. Left it down. Oh. Back over this way. That guy is. All right, guys, we gave it a go today. Didn't really work out all that well. Only managed to get one bass today, little guy, but lessons learned. So it was a very educational day for me, and the first lesson I learned, and this is with a new reel, the Haibo Arise Air. See that? First thing I learned is be very careful when adjusting your brakes with the inductor cup while you have line on. And so what I'm talking about is all right, so we have the reel open now. Put that in my pocket. Take the spool out. All right, so you see that? We got the spool here. On the spool, you got this inductor cup here, this red cup, right? And the cup itself has 3 settings on it. The way you change it is you push it down and you turn it to whichever setting you want. Setting number 1 is essentially the inductor cup is furthest away from the magnets, so it's going to be your much more free spool. Setting number 2 obviously brings it a little bit closer, gives you a little bit more control, and setting number 3 is, you know, really maximum braking, in addition to the other adjustments on the side, the magnets adjustment. So this right here is the inductor cup. But the lesson learned here is that if you try to adjust this while you're on the water, be very careful that you're not of your line, right? And be very careful that your line is not spinning on you, like it just does right there. It just kind of freely spins, because underneath this inductor cup there's a spring, and you'll see right there the line got all caught up in the spring, and I don't want to damage the reel by just pulling the line out. So the line got all jammed up in there. It's all knotted up in there, and I'm gonna have to figure out if I can undo it, take it out of the spring. Otherwise I'm gonna have to pull the pin and separate the spool and see if I can get it out that way. But not a big deal, except if this is your only reel on the water, it's gonna be a very short day. So lesson number 1, I recommend not changing your inductor cup while you're on the water, or if you do, be very careful and watch for that line spinning on your spool so it doesn't get caught up in that spring. Put that back in. Put the plate back on. Lock that in place. All right, lesson number 2 for me. This might just be me, I don't know, but I'm running Varivis. I think it's the Area Trout Master line. It's the 7-pound test braid on here in the pink. I don't know what it is, but this line just breaks on me. It's just very brittle. I've had this on my spool, and I've broken off and lost probably at least 3, maybe 4 lures. And yes, I'm sure that you guys are probably thinking, well, it's probably user error, and I'm sure there's some degree of user error, but I will say this: I've run 2-pound test mono, 4-pound test mono, and other light lines, light braids, from I got Daiwa J braid, I got Suffix 832, just a variety of different braids, and I have never had braids snap or any line snap on me as often as this Varivis line. I'm not sure if I'm not knocking Varivis. I understand, I know that they have some other lines. Maybe it's just this line, this particular line. Maybe it's just not good for my style of casting. I don't know, but just be aware, because this is broken off so much now that it pretty much rendered this reel useless today, because there's just not that much line left on it. Real bummer, but not going with this same line anymore. I'm probably going to throw on probably J braid. I may even throw on the Haibo Star Tide, I think is what it's called, the new Haibo braid line. I have that on the Haibo Arise Air, and so far it's working out great. I mean, so far it's really nice. But this one right here, just even if I get out and I have days where I'm just casting and it's beautiful and doesn't have any problems, I'm just losing confidence that if I set the hook on a fish, or if I'm finding fish, I don't know if this line is going to actually hold. Again, I've done 2-pound test mono, Iserline XXX copolymer, never had any issues. But this line right here, I don't know. And finally, my 3rd lesson, and this is more not necessarily a new lesson, it's just more reinforcing things I've learned in the past. When you're out fishing, always carry more than 1 rod. The minimum I'll carry is 2 rods. Even if I want to go simple, I still carry 2 rods. In this particular case, like today for example, I had 3 rods. Just unexpected things happen, and the last thing you want to do is just mess up your day on the water. The 3 rods I originally had intended to use for different purposes. I had them dialed in for different conditions or different types of bait, and ended up, the Arise Air, the line got in the spring, and the Aldebaran, the Varivis line snapped, and so fortunately I had my 3rd rod, and that's what got me through the rest of the day. Caught my bass on it, and here I am. So still able to use it. But you know, take this for what it's worth. These are just lessons learned for me. Just want to share with you guys, the community out there, some of the things I've learned. Last thing you want to do is be out there with one rod, everything gets messed up, and your day is done. So anyways, thank you very much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. Please like this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully we catch more fish. All right, thanks guys.